What's up, guys? It's AntDude. This is episode 3 of WarpZone, your Nintendo podcast for everything you need to know about. Of course, you know me. I'm AntDude, and I'm going to be joined by my co-host, Chuggaaconroy.
That's me, guys.
So, this week is a colossal week in Nintendo. Of course, we have everything you need to know about. This is going to be a Nintendo Media Summit episode, where Nintendo Media Summit was Tuesday, I believe. We're going to cover pretty much most of the games that were shown off. Now, going to make the little announcement real quick about the iTunes thing. If you haven't checked out the blog, I put it up a few days ago. I said that we have to stick in ads into the show. Not a big deal, 10-second ad. And we're going to be placing in a little ad right after we talk about the releases and right after the news. So, not that big of a deal.
Yes, but before we get to the Media Summit news, we got to do the game releases of the week, of which we have 2.
Yay. You talk about your first one.
We have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time and Explorers of Darkness for the Nintendo DS.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Basically a sequel to the first one. It was not widely accepted in America. It was more so accepted in Japan, so a lot of people were questioning if the second one was going to come out in America, and I'm glad it did, because I liked the first one a lot. Some people loved it, some people hated it. And then second one we got is World Ends With You, also for the DS. This is from the creators of Kingdom Hearts, of course. Art style, very similar to Kingdom Hearts. Gameplay looks pretty solid and everything. It looks kind of confusing with how the two screens work together, though. You seen anything about that?
They both look like they were on the battle screen, but like the same exact time, but they were both doing a different battle.
Yeah.
Made no sense. And there's like the whole bunch of arrows on the screen. I have no idea what the hell is going on. I might try it.
Well, it could really be simple on the surface, complicated underneath, though, so it could just be when you actually play it for yourself, it will be pretty simple.
Yeah, it is definitely Square Enix, right?
Yes, it is Square Enix and the team that brought you Kingdom Hearts, Tetsuya Nomura and all them.
Well, if it's Kingdom Hearts, I might try it, but I don't have high expectations for it. I'll hold reservation.
Well, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts lately and everything, having a lot of fun. I could just play that game over and over.
So we might try out World Ends With You, nothing positive, and then Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, you're picking up?
I'm picking up Explorers of Time. I kind of have to hold back on spending money, on both of them, though, so I'm just going to get one of them.
And I guess I'll try Explorers of Darkness. We'll hook each other up with friend code and get that working all out. Get a WarpZone Pokemon dungeon going, unless I hate the game.
Yeah, seriously, I am so glad that they have actual online gameplay, though, because in the first one you had, password exchanging, and there wasn't any actual multiplayer. Yeah. But in this one there is. The passwords were the longest friggin' passwords in the world. They were 36 letters long. I am not kidding.
And you thought friend codes were bad, people?
I know, 36-letter passwords, and you had to exchange a new password for every mission you wanted to do with a friend. And there wasn't even actual gameplay. You just downloaded a mission through the password, and then you did it by yourself, and then you got, rewards out of it for rescuing your friend.
And now it's just online, no codes needed.
Yeah, just exchanging friend codes one time, that's it. I believe you can also do random missions, which is pretty cool.
Oh, it depends on the gameplay, because the gameplay doesn't look that interesting to me.
Yeah, it's basically, it's single tile and everything, though, but it's basically as if Pokemon battles were happening on the field rather than in a battle screen.
And you complained last week that Pokemon Dash was single tile.
Well, for a racing game, not an RPG.
Okay.
And Pokemon Dash, the movement was not single tile, just the graphics were.
Yeah.
I just hated how it controlled.
Yeah. Even after last week, I still haven't tried it out in years.
Good.
Never will, probably.
Horrible game. Alright, now, continuing on, we got the list of Media Summit games here.
Whoa. Still got releases. The Virtual Console was showed off.
Virtual Console?
Yeah, so, 2 games. Phantasy Star 3. Generations of Doom for the Genesis. Mm-hmm. Don't know what that is, so I'm not going to play it. What sucks is I'm going to have to be stuck with this game for VC first. River City Ransom.
Oh, come on. River City Ransom is a great game.
No, it's not.
Your mom's not.
It's time for me to get my turn to get flame. Don't like River City Ransom. Don't like Double Dragon.
You suck. I'm your official first flame. You suck.
Yeah. Well, you didn't like Metroid or Zelda, so you shut up.
Hey, I just didn't like Link to the Past. It wasn't that I didn't like it, it's just that I played it so much over the years it didn't age well with me.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is now they showed off the next 3 weeks releases. Next Mondays is going to be River City Ransom. Woo frickin' who.
Week after that, Double Dragon.
Yeah. The next week is going to be Double Dragon, which sucks. There better be at least something decent to play instead of Double Dragon, because the last thing I need is get flame from Double Dragon people. Then last one is Renegade, which kind of odd third choice.
Haven't even heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now are we going to continue on to the Media Summit titles that we're going to talk about?
Right after this short little 10-second ad that we have to do because we sold out.
Awesome!
Yeah. We're back.
Alright, we're back. We got the Nintendo Media Summit. Okay,
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and go first on this one.
Alrighty.
First off, we got Blox, which is a puzzle game. It formerly was going to have head tracking, a technology in the Wii. Only the Wii can do it because of the infrared camera and the controller, in which objects would be projected into the real world, appearing as if they were really in the room with you. However, this feature was taken out, unfortunately, so now it's just a 200-level puzzle game with high levels of customization.
What games have had head tracking in the first place?
No games have had it yet. It was just there's actually a video about it on YouTube about, his name's Johnny Lee. He discovered this thing, and he also discovered other things you can do with the Wii. But
oh, I remember him.
yeah, he discovered that you could do this with the infrared camera and the Wii controller, and he was hoping, people would use it in some games. This was going to be the first game that was going to use it. However, they've removed it, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because that was the only reason I was going to actually buy this game. So now, goodbye pre-order.
No, now it's just a rent.
Yeah, I'm probably not even going to check it out now, though, because it's just another puzzle game. Seriously, without head tracking, it's probably not going to be anything special. I mean, that'd be cool having a puzzle game, like where you got the pieces in the room with you, and you got the debris flying. That'd be awesome, but...
That'd just be so weird.
Nah, I'm not going to check it.
Well, kind of funny I told you that. I thought it was a WiiWare game.
Mm.
I don't know why I did, because I learned about the game during the whole onslaught of hearing about games for the WiiWare, and I'm like, wow, that game looks pretty cool for WiiWare.
Well, head tracking...
head tracking? Wow, they put a lot of damn work into a WiiWare game.
Yeah, head tracking requires an accessory. I mean, seriously, what's it just going to magically pop out of the Wii's disk drive or something?
That's what I was thinking. That's what I'm thinking, man. They're putting a lot of work into this game. It has to be huge.
Yeah, it's like pull the LED lights out of your ass.
Oh, man.
Right.
When is this game even coming out?
I believe it's this summer, actually.
Oh, a summer release of a good-looking game?
Well, there's quite a few games coming out this summer, like Tales Symphonia 2, Final Fantasy 4DS.
Yeah. Ha! Someone on the Wikipedia says Blox has been described as Jenga meets Tetris Blast. May 6th.
May 6th. Oh, not too far away. No, well, I'm not buying it.
No, I'll just rent it. And there's not even a Japanese release day.
That's weird.
Shocking WTF.
Well, then again, we got Metroid Prime 3 Corruption last August, and Japan didn't get it until March of this year.
Yeah, jeez. So sad.
Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do this one, too. We got the June release of Rock Band for the Wii. Alright, I know you hate Rock Band, you hate Guitar Hero, you hate DDR, but you love Owendon.
You do too.
Okay, I think Guitar Hero is okay, but I think it's highly overrated, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
but,
it's like Halo for me. Like, seriously, the hype really does kill it for me.
Yep, same here. But, yeah, Rock Band for the Wii, I believe the full package, $180, $180, just like the other system. Jesus. Drums, microphone, guitar.
Now, here's the bad thing. It's $180, and it's the PS2 version.
Mm-hmm.
As in, there's no downloadable content.
Yeah, seriously, what the heck's up with that? If I were to get it, I'd just get it for my 360 then, but... Oh, well. But,
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But actually, you try talking a little bit more about it, because the Wii version does have a few extra songs that the other versions don't have.
Yes, and it also has the sleek white drums, in addition to having a white guitar.
Yeah, here are the songs I've found right now. Dirty Little Secret by the All-American Rejects.
Oh, I love that song.
Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis.
Mm-hmm.
Rome by the B-52s.
Okay, I guess.
Rockaway Beach from the Ramones. And then Roxanne by the Police.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't even know how many songs are in the game in the first place. So the Wii version has 5 extra songs. What do you do?
The Wii version, they also are developing like some little skins you can like put on there that are Nintendo themed. Like you can have like mushroom drum covers.
I think that was homemade, wasn't it?
thought it was an actual accessory they were going to have, like, skins, like the Guitar Hero guitars.
No, I think it's homemade, and that the person who actually made them, I don't know if he's making more or if he uses his own copies. He's sold them on eBay. So.
Still look pretty cool.
Yeah. Technically, you could just use a magic marker or a Sharpie and make your own designs on it.
Yeah, I guess. Pretty simple, though, but still look pretty cool. Anyway, let's just go ahead and move on. I believe this next one is yours.
Wii Fit. Oh, it's because I'm fat? No, I'm just... Wii Fit, finally coming out in America. Not interested? Because they finally showed up a price for it.
$90.
That's not worth it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was $83 in Japan though, and they were saying originally it was going to be $80 in America though, but it's $90. However, the Wii balance board by itself is $50, so you're getting the game $10 off technically.
I guess, but the thing is, I will buy it if they show off any other good games that use it. So far, there's only Wii Fit, and then there's that skiing game.
I'm going down the slope.
Zip, zop, derp, bop.
Here I go, down the slope. Oh, I'm going zip, zop, zip, bop. Alright, that's enough.
The only thing that I've seen that's really different is apparently some people have noted out that the voice that works out with you is sort of similar to the voice that's in Portal. Kind of weird.
English version.
Please port Portal to the Wii.
I heard rumors about that a while back, though. I'm still hopeful for it, because Portal going with the Wiimote would work out great, but I haven't heard anything else about it in a while.
Yeah, and then also they showed off the weighting measurements for the BMI, because I think when they showed off at that E3 conference, there were only 3 different categories, weren't there?
Yeah, I believe so, and I believe Reggie was in the highest.
Yeah. So now they've added another one, and it's on top. Yeah, that'll definitely get people wanting to play the game, if they're in that category.
Obese.
So there's lightweight, normal, heavyweight, and obese. How pissed off are you going to be if the game tells you you're obese?
Well, if I remember correctly, Wii Fit actually has a weight limit of 300 pounds because the balance board can only support so much, though, so they say it's not recommended for gameplay over 300 pounds.
Which, if you're over 300 pounds and you can game, I give you props. Oh man,
yeah,
that was so mean.
That would have been a good Yo Mama insult right there, but I won't go for it.
Your mama's so fat she can't play Wii Fit.
Oh, it's like that reminds me of there was actually a list of rejected DS slogans in Nintendo Power one time, and one of them was for the DS. One of the rejected advertising slogans was "Yo Mama's so fat she needs 2 screens." That is horrible.
Oh my god.
Alright, anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and move on to the next one, if that's all we got to talk about, outrageous price point.
Yeah.
We got Samba de Amigo, sequel to the Dreamcast game. It is a rhythm game which will use the Wiimote and Nunchuck, or 2 Wiimotes. You can play with 2 Wiimotes.
That's probably the one I'm going to be using.
As a pair of maracas, because the Nunchuck isn't quite as sensitive. And then, this one also is supposed to have Nintendo Wi-Fi connection support. We're not sure if this means downloadable songs, or if it means leaderboards, or if it means actual online gameplay. We've just seen the Wi-Fi connection logo. I don't have any specifics on it. Maybe you do. What do you got?
I really don't have much to say about it, but I kind of figure if they're going to do online, downloadable songs would be great, but Guitar Hero doesn't even have unlockable songs, online songs, so there's no point in that.
Well, I know you're looking forward to having Livin' La Vida Loca in there, because you were disappointed that got taken out of Elite Beat Agents.
That pissed me off. That would be the only great song in the game.
Inside.
That's why I got it on Osu.
Oh. What do you mean only great song in the game? I know you said you liked the anthem.
Oh, yeah. There are a few good songs, but I mean, like, Livin' La Vida Loca will always be, like, the greatest song in the world.
Inside out. Right,
and what's awesome is that the Dreamcast version had, like, I think it had Open Your Heart or Live and Learn. It had a couple songs. And if they plop in his world into Somebody Amigo.
Alright, whatever.
Alright, so let's just do a quick overview, because we both know what the game is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a rhythm game where there are these 6 sensors pretty much around you. Of course, the 3 ones on the left, 3 on the right for both controllers. And it can, I think they're still going to have a height sensor for how, how it detects.
Because before you had a special maraca controllers that came with the Dreamcast version, plus you had a mat that you stood on, so it came in a big box, for height sensing and, for that, though. But, of course, because you got the Wiimote now, you don't need that. So
yes, that's good. And basically the whole concept of the game is during the song, like any rhythm game, dots will come over to this side of the screen that will have the maraca points. And all you have to do is shake the controller when they come to your point.
Mm-hmm.
Simple enough. The best way you can test it out yourself, go on YouTube, search Somebody Amigo, get 2 emotes in your hand, and play it yourself.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. It's pretty hectic, too.
I've done it. I've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a video of, like, the hardest difficulty for a Sonic song, and I've spent, like, 10 minutes just doing it with the emote and nunchuck, just playing around with it.
Mm-hmm.
Really fun. I'm really excited for it.
I'm really...
It's so colorful. It looks so good.
Yeah, it just looks really fun to play. I actually might pick this one up. Continuing on, I believe this next game's one you know more about than me, though, so you go ahead and talk about that.
The Blob, which was shown off at last year's E3, and they're still showing it off now. And it doesn't look much different, because I don't think there's actually any trailers for it now, which is kind of sad. But the whole concept is really awesome. I think this whole, I don't know the story, but like this whole town is being infiltrated by these black little alien thingies, and they're taking the color out of the whole world, because the whole world was covered by like this really colorful building, a bunch of colorful blobs. Now there's only one more left, and it's you. And when you start off a level, don't know how many levels there are, there's not many details on it. You're this little white blob, there are a bunch of these enemies that you have to kill that are colors. You kill a color, and then you can just start running on walls, making combos, and stuff like that. So, you said it was sort of like Katamari.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're rolling around, you're this huge thing and everything, you're chaining combos together, you're engulfing buildings. I thought it was like Katamari.
Yeah, and then I said it was sort of like Tony Hawk, which is kind of weird in the sense of it, considering both games don't really have anything to do with the game.
Seriously.
So, the reason I think it's like Tony Hawk is because in Tony Hawk you're in this free roaming world. It looks like you can take as long as you want. You can the main part of Tony Hawk was making combos and making points, which you do in the Blob. Like you can slide on buildings, you can jump to other buildings, stuff like that to get more points. There's like a few of the little people around the level. You can talk to them. They'll give you a little side thing you can do to get more points. Seems very much like Tony Hawk.
Mm-hmm. However, something that I was I don't know if this is a WiiWare game, is it?
No, it's a disc.
Okay, because I kind of would have preferred it if it was a WiiWare game, because I've done some research on it, and this game was actually I don't think it was freeware, though, but I know it was a PC game back in 2006, though, so I kind of would have liked it better as a WiiWare game.
Oh, it doesn't say that. I'm on the Wikipedia right now. It says the release date is June 27th.
At least I heard about that. I don't know, maybe it was like a beta. I think it started off as a homebrew game or something like that. I don't exactly remember, though, but I do know it was playable on the PC at one point.
And it also says Nintendo DS. I don't know how that's working.
Strange. That might not work out too well because the smaller screen with huge environments like that and being taking up so much of the screen, being that blob.
And it's from a different company, so it's like the people that are making the Wii version is called Blue Tongue, and the people that are making the DS version is called Helix.
So yeah, from what I know about it, Wii version, not DS, just like I don't know, Mario and Sonic.
Yeah. So I'm pumped for this game. It looks really sweet.
Okay, let's, if you want me to move on to the next one, we got Guitar Hero on Tour for the DS. This one plays pretty different from the other Guitar Heroes, but basically you're, everything like your whammy bar and all that, that's on the touchscreen, so you strum on the touchscreen, and then you have the 4 buttons that come around the DS and everything, and come out of the GBA slot, so you hold it on its side, and you got like the, notes coming down vertically on the top screen while you're strumming on the bottom screen and hitting the buttons with your hand holding it sideways.
And there's only 4 buttons.
There's only 4 buttons, yes, so that means that it'll pretty much only go up to easy and normal, which I guess is better for casual gamers, and having 5 buttons might look kind of weird on the DS, portable, so it wouldn't be very portable with more buttons, but overall it actually looks pretty fun. If you look up videos of it and everything, seeing it being played, it actually looks pretty intuitive.
Yeah, it looks alright. And it comes like this big box, looks like a DS carrying case that holds the playing part.
Because, the part is pretty big on it, though, because, it goes into the DS slot, comes around and into the GBA area.
And I think it comes with a guitar strum.
Yeah.
Like a little pick. I think it comes with one, which is kind of cool, but that can probably screw up your screen a lot more.
I just go for the stylus.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, making it more like a real guitar, though, but I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, well, it seems like to me they're really nerfing Guitar Hero. Like, it makes no sense. Guitar Hero 3, when they made that transition, it was hard as hell. Like, a lot of the songs they made ridiculously difficult. And now they're releasing it on the DS and the phone, where the DS has 4 buttons and the phone has 3 buttons.
That's stupid. Easy only? Where's the challenge in that?
No idea.
I mean,
And then
I can't really play in anything past normal, but still.
yeah, me neither. Well, they have they're just showing off box arts now for Guitar Hero Aerosmith.
It looks so weird.
They're really poised to screw over Guitar Hero. Like, badly.
And the rumors are that the fourth Guitar Hero game that they were going to announce this year, in addition to On Tour, Aerosmith, and Guitar Hero 4, is going to be Guitar Hero Beatles.
Good God, man. I swear to God, if they do it, oh my God, they're going to be so screwed.
I don't know, they're just really milking it for money now. Like, I mean, it was fun at first, though, and everything, and it's great at parties, though, and I think it's okay, though, but seriously overrated. But honestly, yeah. I'm not going to find it fun anymore at all if they just keep doing spin-offs like this, though, because they're not even good ideas.
No, because there was like the 80s version a while back.
Yeah, Rock the 80s, that was a horrible flop, and it was like, what, like $50, $60 for an expansion pack to Guitar Hero 2?
Yeah, and I can't really think of many good ideas that they can go with except for making new songs or waiting.
Yeah.
All they have to do is like really wait a few years instead of making a Guitar Hero every year. Gee, what other company do I hate that makes games every year that's the same exact thing?
EA!
Yes. EA Sports.
The EA strategy, release the exact same game every year, just with graphical updates, you know? Touch up 1 or 2 pixels here and there. Well, we'll re-release it again for $60. People will still buy it. And they do.
Or, for some reason, the dumbass who thought it would be a good idea to re-release the same exact game in Spanish. Who in their right mind thought that was a good idea? I really want to meet the guy, because like,
obviously someone in their left mind.
I swear to God, like you should have seen my facial expression when I first heard this. Like, I looked in the release list, it's like Madden 08 in Espanol, and I'm like, what? Really?
I know America's got an immigration problem, but you don't have to stress it in games.
How much work would it take to take the Spanish part, plug it into the normal game, and make a language option?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, come on, the 360's got dual layer DVDs and everything like that, and the PS3 has got Blu-ray. It's not like they ran out of room.
I don't even think they released it on the Wii, which is actually a smart idea. Don't ruin the Wii's library with that shit. Well, we got Ninja Bread Man.
And the sequel!
Which we haven't heard of. Hopefully they canceled it. Because you would think by now, after a month, it'd be done.
I know.
Oh, man.
It's really sad that Ninja Bread Man was originally a PC game and also a PS2 game, and yet they released a third version of it for the Wii, thinking people would like it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's horrible. Oh, whoa. Microphone tried to commit suicide right there.
Good job.
Okay, this next game, we kind of strayed a little bit off topic there about, them releasing every Guitar Hero every year and going to the EA strategy, but this next game is all you for obvious reasons. Take it away.
Sonic Chronicles, is it the Dark Brotherhood?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. No gameplay footage, 1. 2, the interview guy didn't really make me interested in the game at all. 3, well, he said it was coming out in fall 2007.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Kind of weird though, but still, BioWare has never made a bad game to my knowledge, so I've got high expectations for this.
Yeah, I really do too, because if they said that the battle systems were like Mario and Luigi, fine with me. Fine with me. Make a new Mario and Luigi, I'll go crazy.
Seriously, imagine if they made it like Sonic Heroes, where you got two, three characters, together, doing attacks together, and they're speed-based attacks. That's awesome.
You do, actually.
Well, yeah. Did I say imagine if? Because I didn't mean that.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Dang.
Yeah, because they actually have they're like the bros attacks, but you can use your friends to do it. And I heard there's this one super mega attack that Sonic can do by himself by using all his party members.
Yeah, kind of like Sonic Heroes or like Sonic Advance 3.
Kind of like Kingdom Hearts, actually. Kingdom Hearts 2, where you can take Goofy and Donald and make a form out of you.
Yeah, the Trinity Limit.
Yeah. So, show us gameplay. The photos don't do any props for us. There's only one awesome screenshot, Sonic going through a loop.
It kind of reminds me of Sonic 3D Blast, the way that it looks.
Actually, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And whose brilliant idea was it to bring back Big?
Oh!
It was
Why?
he was all right in Sonic Heroes, but he just seemed like a big puffball. Like seriously, like the attack that they used was like them bouncing off his stomach. Like, I'm like, really?
It's like using a Snorlax.
Just imagine they put him into Sonic Next Gen, all like real looking fur.
I don't think he was in Sonic Next Gen. I know Blaze was.
That's what I'm saying. That'd be kind of weird. Actually, he would seem like to have a good attack. If he has a belly flop, he'll be awesome.
Well, yeah, that's what he did in Sonic Heroes when Amy and Cream weren't with him.
Yeah. Oh, man. Alright, so going...
next we got Space Invaders Extreme. That's...
Extreme!
Extreme! Yeah, that's pretty much enough said right there. Not really much to say. It's Space Invaders. You dodge, you shoot.
It is awesome. It looks so sweet. Like, it sort of seems like Rez. Like, you're playing, it has music playing, and every time you make a shot, it won't be in rhythm at all, but it'll make it fit in with the song.
Well, either way, I still would kind of rather have Star Soldier than that.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm not going to buy it, hell no, but it looks really good. There's like, you can get power-ups for your ship. And it looks really good. Not much more I can say about it. They're bringing a Space Invaders game to the Wii.
Is that an actual disc? Hopefully not.
I actually have no idea, because they had like this anniversary party for Space Invaders. They showed off Extreme, and then they showed off this game for the Wii. And I have no idea what the hell it is. It doesn't look like Space Invaders at all. It looks like you're controlling a spaceship around the area, and you're just picking up Space Invaders. I have no idea what the hell's going on. So, they have to work on that. I think it's like called Space Invaders Revolution or something like that.
Who knows?
Alright, this one's all you.
This one's all me. We have World of Goo, which is a WiiWare title. I believe it's available on launch date.
I have no idea. I'm not going to buy it, so what's the point?
But World of Goo is a pseudo-sequel, I guess you could say, to Loco Roco for the PSP. However, the music and sound effects aren't annoying. It actually seems really good. The music is just great.
God, I swear to God, you look at the trailer on GameFAQs, it looks so epic for what it is, but if you see gameplay with the music off, the game looks like crap. Like, seriously, I don't know what the whole music thing is about. I'm trying to think of music. It's like a mix of, like, the sad, death organ music, mixed with, like, some epic, like, some from Kingdom Hearts or something like that.
Yeah, it's just... I actually think it looks really great, and I personally am going to buy it. I suggest you guys do the same if you guys like the Loco Roco, but...
I didn't. It was kind of stupid, actually.
Loco Roco was fun with the sound muted.
Yeah, I played the demo a lot of times. It was kind of fun.
I don't know. The song was just really weird. Okay, next we got, I guess I'll cover this one too. Actually, I'll cover it. I'll be a greedy bastard.
Fine.
We have Lost Winds, another WiiWare title. Not known if this is a launch title or not, though, but we're both looking forward to this.
It better not be a launch title, because my mom can't afford it.
Yeah, too many good launch games for the WiiWare, seriously. Lost Winds is, I suppose you could say, a little bit of a platformer, a little bit of a puzzle game. It's basically a lot like Canvas Curse.
I heard that little, description that someone made that's like a platforming Kirby Canvas Curse.
Yeah, it's a lot like Kirby Canvas Curse. You control the wind to move on it and everything. There's regular platforming involved as well as using the wind to move like in Kirby Canvas Curse. Done with the pointer controls, of course. And I hear they're actually pretty responsive, and it looks really fun for what it is. Definitely check this one out if you have not already. I definitely will call this already a must-have for the WiiWare.
Yeah, definitely. It's most likely going to be $10 too, but it seems totally worth it.
And I'm going to leave you off with probably the crap of the bunch.
So you're going to leave me with Wii Fit, and you're going to leave me with Major League Eating.
Yes, Major League Eating.
Oh, God. Well,
but I'll let you have the last one, because you want it so bad.
Yes. Now, every console has its scrapware, for obvious reasons. Let's see, the 360 has Bomberman.
Bomberman X-Zero. And Hour of Victory. Hour of Victory is horrible.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a fifth-rate Call of Duty ripoff.
The PS3 has its entire library.
I can't say I didn't see that coming, but I still thought it was funny.
The Wii has Ninja Bread Man, of course.
And Anubis.
And Anubis and Rock and Roll Adventures, anything by Data Design. That's pretty much it for the consoles. I'm trying to think for portable stuff. I can't really think of anything. Oh, Chicken Shooter for the DS.
Oh, God.
So, Major League Eating is actually pretty entertaining to watch. Have you seen it? Like when they have the world.
Yes, I have seen it. It's a fun game to watch, but I wouldn't want to play it. It's like
hell no.
It's like Florida's a fun place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live here.
Not at all. Hell no. If anyone's thinking about moving down to Florida, just say no. It's actually not as good as people think.
Yeah, seriously. Major League Eating, a fun game to watch, but I wouldn't want to play it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like the shows are awesome. I think they show them on over the summer. Mm-hmm. They showed. I've only seen the hot dog eating contest. It's actually pretty interesting to get into. Like to watch them, and it's kind of cool. They in the game they definitely put in the Japanese winner.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is, they put him in there. Who has like the world record of eating like 50 hot dogs in an hour?
Yeah, I know that guy was insane. I've actually seen him. He's really skinny too.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. So he's in the game, and the whole game is. It's not just hot dogs. I think you have hot dogs. I saw that. Then you have corn.
Corn on the cob.
Has there ever been a corn on the cob eating contest?
Well, if you ever saw the movie Mr. Woodcock, that was in there.
No, I wanted to see it so badly.
It was funny. They actually had a corn-eating corn test in there.
Wow.
Anyway,
from what I've seen with the thing, like I don't know what remote gesture you use for the hot dog. I don't really remember.
Oh God, I can hardly imagine.
Maybe it's like a masturbatory motion into your mouth.
That's what I was gonna say.
And then for corn, all you're doing is like shaking the Wiimote on its side. Why?
Lame.
Why, man? Well,
at least you could rotate the Wiimote while mashing a button.
Yeah.
Anyway,
stupid.
I don't want to hear any more about it. You go ahead and finish us off with the most badass
the game of the year.
Yes.
The game of the year.
Even more so than Brawl, more than Mario Kart.
You can almost agree with me on this now.
Okay, fine, I agree. Whatever.
Thoughts up. SBCG4AP.
Strong bad school game for attractive people. We did not sync that together very well.
No, we were close.
Never mind.
Let's see. How much can we start raving about this? Gameplay was finally shown off. Looks really good.
I'm clicking. It's like an adventure. Alright.
It looks so good. They had the scene where you get the crank calls, and then there's the one where Strong Bad Crank calls himself as Homestar.
Yeah, he says "Hey, Strong Bad, it's a beautiful lady," and all that. And he's imitating some girl badly in Homestar's voice. And he's like, "That was a little more than weird."
Oh God. What is so bad?
Yeah, and he calls. Yeah. For those of you who don't want to be spoiled on the story here, I suppose you might want to skip ahead about a minute or so, though. But
yes, the story.
But we found out the indecency that Homestar is in trouble for, and why Marzipan broke up with him, and all that. He was streaking out of Coach Z's locker room, and now the King of Town has a warrant out for him.
Oh my God! We're really retarded. You know that?
Yeah.
We're how indecent can Homestar have? He only has 2 pieces of clothes on, and we didn't come to think. Maybe it's one of those pieces of clothes.
I know.
Oh man, we're retarded.
And then it was so funny in the trailer. Homestar's like, "See, I could never show my face in public again if I have a criminal record out." And then Strongbad's like, "I don't think it's your face you need to be worried about showing in public." And then Homestar's all like, "Huh? Oh yeah, my feet, they are pretty big." You get it?
And I didn't get the line. I didn't get the line when I first watched it.
You get it? He's nude and everything. You know what they say about a man with big feet?
Oh, God, that's the last thing I want to picture.
Yeah.
What else is there? They showed off the retro games.
Yeah, the retro games. You play with Wiimote on
Box. Yeah, the first one's gonna have Snake Boxer 5.
They better have Trogdor in there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. What else did they show? Apparently, they have the no loafing sign. They have the light switch that you can have the raid going on for. He's like, man, I sometimes never get tired of that.
Yeah.
And then the whole main course of the game, if you're still not familiar, the whole thing is it's sort of an adventure game, of course. You go to your computer for your missions. There's a whole bunch of standard missions, like standard emails that you can read, which looks pretty funny. Like there's this one, I don't remember what the question was, but it was like the person that was in was like Kristen B. It was like, bro, Kristen B minus, because that's what you get in life.
Yeah.
So basically, you're answering messages from the normal Homestar characters, and by doing that, you get missions. Like there's this first one, you gotta do something for Bubs. Then you get Bubs' place on a map. You gotta go to the place on the map.
Yeah, and you actually get to put the map together the way you want it, which is kind of weird. I'm kind of curious about how the customization is going to play in.
I have no idea about that.
Because you get to they were showing on the map that you can place Bubs' concession stand anywhere you want it. You can put Strongbad's house anywhere you want it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, just sort of weird.
Yeah, and they have all kinds of references in there, all the inside jokes. Like we saw a keg of Melonade in there.
Yeah, that was sweet. Keg of Melonade for the win. What else is there? Oh, the style song?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's when he kicked the cheat into the washing machine.
Yeah.
I wake up every morning feeling awesome, but I slept on the remote control again.
I've actually slept on a remote control and I had imprints of the buttons on my stomach.
I had that done too.
It really hurt with a Wiimote. God, the pointy D-pad. Okay.
Oh man. So I think we're done with that.
We're just about done. Okay. So
that's it for the Media Summit. The Media Summit took about half an hour.
Okay, that is pretty much Media Summit right there.
And of course, we're not going to leave out on you guys out there. We still have a couple stories. We have one each that we're going to cover. Standard Nintendo news. So I guess you can go first, since we both raved about Strong Bad.
Okay, according to a recent interview with Famitsu, Nintendo's own Shigeru Miyamoto talked about plans the company has for 2008, and although he already had his main focus as Wii Fit for this year, he did mention a possible Super Mario Galaxy sequel, just as he was saying earlier, because he was so pleased with Super Mario Galaxy that he wanted the next main series game to be just like it. And he also is talking of a new Legend of Zelda title for the Wii, possibly this year, which I'm not sure how that'd be possible, but...
No, but I read the article, and he pretty much makes it clear that his Super Mario Galaxy sequel will come first. That's like his first priority if it's above Zelda.
He was just crazily, he was really pleased with Super Mario Galaxy, which is definitely good though, because I was kind of worried that Mario Galaxy wasn't going to be quite as good, after Mario Sunshine kind of being inferior to 64. But yeah, he turned it around. Mario Galaxy is just the way it should be, definitely. If all the remaining Mario games were just like Mario Galaxy, where you just had straight up platforming and every level just was different platforming, just like
40 levels.
Yeah, just like in Mario Bros. 3, because Mario Bros. 3, the platforming was pretty much different in all the different worlds. Yeah, if it was like that again, I'd be more than happy to have all the rest of the games just like it.
Oh man, it'd just be so awesome. It'll most likely be finished this year, but I have no idea. I doubt it can be finished in this year.
Yeah.
If they do, it's
Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It can't be released this year. Nintendo's not going to rush.
Yeah, they're not. They got to make it the best game it can be, which is why Nintendo delays their games a lot, because they want it to be the best game it can be. That's why Brawl was delayed twice.
Yeah, and
that's why Twilight Princess was delayed like 5 times.
Yeah, wasn't it supposed to come out 2 years before it was supposed to?
Yes, it was. It was actually originally planned for. I think it was originally shown at E3 2004.
Yeah, it was definitely shown fairly early.
Yep, back when it was just called The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, still a cool trailer.
Yeah. Especially if you see with the crowd reactions, and everyone's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Yeah, just like when everyone saw the first trailer of Brawl, and they saw it at the end of it, it's like, "Oh my god, it's Super Smash Bros." It's like, you have the little bleeping from Snake. It's like, what? Snake's in Brawl?
Yeah. God.
He's probably he's probably the most WTF character in the game.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. I hate playing as Snake because I'm just not good with him, though. And today when I was at GameStop, I saw that Brawl kiosk over there, and I figured I'd just jump right into it, just for fun. They were doing Classic on Very Hard. I have no idea who set that. I think it was Very Hard, at least. I think when I reset it, it showed that. They were doing Classic on Very Hard with Snake, and it was Wiimote on the side. I swear to God, I died so much.
Man, I finally took the time to check out all 3 control schemes. The other ones, they all suck. Seriously.
Well, I heard the Classic controller is actually pretty good if you got the shell for it.
I guess, but it still didn't feel comfortable for me.
There's the problem with the Classic controller is just the control sticks are too tall.
Yeah.
If they were shorter and like wider, that'd be better, but they're not.
Yeah, it works good for the virtual console games, but real games, no.
Yeah, it's kind of like I always said it was like a Super NES control pad crossed with a PS2 controller, which it pretty much is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, let's go over to your news story though, because it's pretty much all we got to say about that one though. His main focus being Wii Fit for this year. Yet he seems to already want to do a Mario Galaxy sequel and a new Zelda.
I'm cool with that. This story now is definitely very much groundbreaking. Super crazy. So, in Japan, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you say PS2? Probably the best electronic device ever.
Yeah.
Because I've learned that the PS2 was mostly very successful because of its DVD playability. Because Japan never was really into DVDs.
Unlike the PS3 that's way too ahead of its time, trying to market Blu-ray years before it's a standard.
Well, they killed HD DVD.
Yeah, so
that's going to have to be the new standard. But the PS2 was obviously like the biggest selling console ever in Japan. That was its main place. But now, the DS has overcome that huge throne. Crazy. So, they have the total sales from both consoles. The PlayStation 2 had, is that a million? That's 21,220,000. Which is already insane enough. And the DS came over it with 22,160,000.
And the DS's lifetime isn't anywhere near over yet.
No, hell no. Well, I'm gonna say it's close to.
And by the way, if there's any Sony fanboys listening to this saying, the DS had an unfair advantage because it had two models, remember, guys, PS2 Slim.
PSP Slim.
Yep.
Nintendo's not the only one that does redesigns.
Nope.
Actually, it was only like one redesign they've ever done. Well, Game Boy. And Game Boy Pocket.
And I would actually, there was a Game Boy Light in Japan only, which was a backlit original Game Boy that was never released in America.
Yeah.
Because they were like, people in America want color, not light.
And it was like, oh, people want colored Game Boy? Here's a bunch of colored here's a bunch of colored Game Boys. It was like the red Game Boy, the green Game Boy, the blue Game Boy.
Yeah.
I had a red, by the way.
I had a teal, I believe. I think mine was like green.
Yes. Well, the thing is, they always had the standard colors that were shown in all the box arts. Mm-hmm. It was the red Game Boy Pocket, the green Game Boy Color, and then the purple clear Game Boy Advance. And I had all three.
Yeah. And then of course Platinum DS and all that.
Yeah. So, big achievement. There you go.
They overcame the PS2.
Surprising, crazy actually.
Well, I kind of figured it was only a matter of time with how much ass the DS was kicking in Japan and worldwide for that matter.
Yeah, I want to see how much the sales are going in here in America.
Because I gotta say, I own a DS, a Wii, a GameCube, a PS2, and an Xbox 360. To be honest, I probably treasure my DS the most because I can take it with me anywhere, and it just got so many freaking games for it.
Yeah, it's really insane.
Yeah, I can just have fun playing my DS pretty much forever because it's got so many games on it. I can just take it with me anywhere, and it was really cheap too.
So that's pretty much it for all the articles, and we're going to take another quick break for the last ad of the episode. And if you saw the last two, told you, it ain't that big of a deal, is it?
Nah, not at all. 10 seconds.
Nah. And it's for one of the coolest websites in the world. So, yeah, enjoy the ad. And we're back. Now we're going to be covering of course, the questions that you guys can send us. Text preferably, but you can also send MP3s, which no one has really done yet, to warpzone101@gmail.com. We got a lot of questions this week, as opposed to one person last week. So this first one here is Cheesy Pal. Now,
nice.
This one, yeah, I want you to try seeing how fast you can get an answer to this. It's not gaming related.
Oh, great.
I
have a bad feeling about this one already.
It ain't bad. You just gotta try to think of it really quick.
Okay.
If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? Go.
Pine.
Oak.
Oh, yeah, Oak. Oh, why didn't I say Oak? It would be Pokemon related.
Oh, man. This guy's weird. Like, this was the first question that I took for the weekend. It's like, if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? I don't know. I have no idea, man.
I don't know. It'd really suck, you know. Could you imagine, you know, if you were like an atheist tree and you had a Bible printed on you?
You watch too much of... What's his name? Damn it.
I forget. Someone told me that joke, you know, saying that, you know...
It was a comedian.
Yeah. Never mind. The show is not about comedians. This is about gaming. Made by gamers for gamers.
You gotta find out who that was.
Now, let's actually get on to a gaming question.
Are you tired of game remakes like the upcoming Final Fantasy IV, and should they make more?
Well, actually, I voiced my opinion on this last week, saying that I believe game remakes, in a way, are good because they get you into things that you wouldn't have experienced before. You know, like, I was saying with Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland, that really got me into the, you know, old Kirby, you know, the Kirby's Adventure that I never would have gotten to experience otherwise. And I believe they're pretty good. And, you know, I gotta say there's some superb remakes out there like, you know, Pokemon Firered and Leafgreen, like I was saying before, superb remake right there, because they had all the content they wanted in the original game but couldn't because of hardware limitations. But, I don't know.
Yeah, it all depends on if they add stuff to it. A straight port ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, a straight port's not gonna cut it. You know, like Rayman: The Great Escape.
Yeah, for the DS.
But, honestly, if they add more content to it, I'm cool with that, though, but I will agree that there are way too many Final Fantasy remakes out there as it is, though, and they just flat out won't remake the only one that people actually really want to see, you know, remake a 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah, they won't remake 7, but
I heard the new one was actually pretty good, the one for the PSP.
Yeah, Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7. I heard some great stuff about it and everything. It's actually a prequel to Final Fantasy 7, and they, actually, the tech demo they showed for the PS3 showing what Final Fantasy 7 might look like on the PS3, you actually see kind of a redo of that in a cinematic cutscene, you know, as an extra in Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. But
Alright, so that's the answer for your question, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. If you want to, you got anything else to say about this though? Because I know you pretty much agreed with me last week about it.
Yeah, I have nothing much else to say. Although I will say, it was Dane Cook. He was the comedian that came up with that joke.
Yes. Okay.
It was Dane Cook. I just had to check that out because it was going to kill me. This next one comes from Dom23F2. And even in quotes, he says, yes, it's a stupid name. What 2D game would you like remade into 3D with no extras? It would be the exact same game as 3D. And considering it's the same game, would you buy it?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Sonic 2.
Sonic 2? Alright, whatever.
Sonic 2.
You guys are probably expecting me to say this, because, you know, of my playthroughs, though, but I would like to see a 3D Mother game, especially if it looked like Wind Waker. I would just love that, because that is...
That would make sense for that type of game. Not like the way they had the video shown for Mother 3 for the 64.
Yeah. No, I didn't like how Mother 3 for the 64 looked, though, but if they made a Mother remake that looked like Wind Waker, you know, I think that would look really good.
Yeah. That's it for that question. Oh, yeah, would you consider buying it? Obviously.
Of course.
That's why we came up with it.
Of course. Seriously, like, yeah, okay, I'd like to see this game remade. It's like, yeah, I got the power to make a company remake any game I want, but I'm not going to buy it.
No, not at all. This next one comes from Flame CKL. When you go to school, outside work, etc., do people who watch and subscribe to your channel come up to you and be like ZOMG, it's Sonic and Jugga, I love your reviews and X plays?
It's kind of funny you should mention that, because somebody at my school actually found WarpZone, and they were telling my friends about it, saying I got like a YouTube show and all that, and my friends were asking me, like, you know, if I'd link them to it, though, so... Yeah, some of my friends are listening to this. My friends from Art. I guess I'll call out to you by name, though, because I'm not really sure.
Yeah, give a shout out.
I'll give a shout out. Give a shout out to my friends. Give a shout out to my friends, Miranda... I can't talk. Monica, Miranda, Jackie, Caroline, and Stephanie. You guys are awesome.
What's up, ladies? Next one should be pretty short and sweet. Nintendo Fan 66. What do you like better, Zelda or Mario?
Oh god.
Like the series, like the series as a whole.
I probably know what you're gonna say, and I know you're probably gonna disagree with me though. But ever since Mario Galaxy, I gotta say Mario.
What are you saying? I'm gonna disagree with you. For some reason, you think I like
Oh,
Zelda better.
you're pulling a fast one on me right here. I thought, Because you used to say, you thought Zelda was best series overall.
When? I don't even remember saying that.
You did on your, I think I remember in your old Ocarina of Time review from, a week ago, and you did, a whole week of, 12 Virtual Console reviews, you said that.
Yeah. I said that mostly because of the hype.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe that at all. I never did. I always liked Twilight Princess better. So, yeah. Twilight Princess is the best Zelda game out there, but I don't agree that any Zelda game is the best game ever in existence. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of games I like better. It's not my perfect style of game. Mario, of course, is far superior for me. And I like games that sort of make me think, sort of to an extent, like Professor Layton.
Yeah, but...
I actually kind of liked it a little bit better than Twilight Princess, just for the type of game it is.
Yeah, but whenever you're good at first jump into a game like that, I know because I talk to you all the time that you are really frustrated about it, though. Because I remember when Professor Layton came out, you're like, that's it, I don't want to play this anymore, but I'm too addicted to it, I can't stop.
I know, because, oh my god, I can't wait for the sequel, because, the story is great. Puzzles that get you pissed off, and then you find out that you find out how to do it, is awesome. It was actually sort of the same thing that went on with Zack and Wiki.
Yeah, I remember you were going to stop playing Zack and Wiki. You're like, this game's too hard, it's too hard to figure out. I'm going to stop playing it, though, but it was so addicting and so great that you just couldn't stop, though, because you kept seeing all the nods to, Mega Man and all that, and you had addicting puzzles and all these different outcomes that could come from stuff, and you had the grading system that made you want to go back and do it again, so you just couldn't stop.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So, I guess that's it for his question. Pretty short.
Okay.
Got a few questions here from, what's his name? It's, Zero Irwin. What is your favorite video game port? Guessing yours is going to be Pokemon.
Probably Pokemon Firered and Leafgreen, to be honest. Yeah, definitely.
I totally said I had a favorite port, but I really don't remember which one it was. Oh, Mega Man. Well, it's not really a port, that's a remake.
Mega Man! Well, then again, Pokemon Firered and Leafgreen is pretty much a remake.
Yeah, we can't say we don't even like any ports. Any normal ports, no. So we'll say for remakes, you have Pokemon, I have Mega Man powered up.
Mega Man. Alright, whatever.
Do you like any game a lot that most people don't? Well, we kind of already covered that last week.
Well, I guess, besides the Mother series that a lot of people... It's not that a lot of people don't like it, it's just a lot of people haven't, actually played it, though, because only one of them came out in America and it wasn't really widely known about, but, a game that a lot of people hate that I personally like, I would probably have to say Sonic Trouble for the 64.
Which one?
It's pretty much a Rayman ripoff, and that's why a lot of people hated it, and they said, it was definitely inferior to Rayman 2. But I still thought it was pretty creative. I mean, you had, you flew using a bow tie, as a propeller and all that, and I actually thought some of the elements of the game were creative, and it played a lot like Rayman, which is why people didn't like it, though, but I thought that was why it was good.
I don't even remember that. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, look it up. It got a 3 out of 10 on GameSpot, and they're like, if this game will be remembered at all, it will be remembered as the game that wasn't Rayman 2. And I'm like, shut the hell up.
I can't really think of one game that most people didn't like.
Come on, I know deep down you really love Ninja Bread Man. You even took the dog crap off of it on your page. I know deep down you love that game.
I'll come and slap you. I'll go right there and slap you wherever you are.
Wherever I am. Well, we both live in Florida, so...
It won't be that far of a drive.
Even though... You driving and attacking me would be illegal. Alright, no more YouTube.
I'm going to only probably cover one more of his questions because we have a few more to go.
Okay.
Let's see... Who do you think is more evil? Eggman, Bowser, Ridley, or Marx?
So what was the last one?
Marx from Kirby Superstar.
I probably would have to say Ridley because he killed Samus's parents and pretty much all the other humans that Samus ever knew. And almost even killed Samus when she was 3 years old.
I don't know why he didn't add Ganondorf. He'd probably be the most badass.
Yeah, Ganondorf is pretty much the most evil. I mean, come on, he freaking destroyed Hyrule. He pretty much killed everybody. He forced Zelda into hiding, and, she had to stay in hiding for 7 years so she wouldn't get killed. I mean...
So, for Eggman, I have to say, no, definitely not Eggman, because he gets owned every single game.
Yeah, because...
Bowser, he has great ideas. He still gets pwned every single time.
Bowser's really strong, he's stupid. And Dr. Eggman, I never really felt Dr. Eggman was that bad of a guy. I mean, he is like an evil mad scientist, but he's more so funny than he is evil. Because I will have to agree that in some cases, Dr. Eggman's actually pretty hilarious.
Yeah, and then there's Marx. Only appear in one game.
Yeah, I mean, that's
they only appear in Superstar.
That'd be like asking if, Smithy was more evil than Bowser.
people who don't know, Mario RPG main guy.
Yes, that was the main guy.
I'm going to quickly go to another person. We don't have that much long. This will be the last question we have right here.
Okay.
People send a question. If it was good, I'll save it till next week. This one should take a little while. What do you think was Nintendo's best and worst idea? And just don't even say Virtual Boy, because that one's too obvious.
Yeah, seriously. Best and worst idea. Well, best idea, I would definitely probably have to say, the motion sense in the Wii, and it was actually Shigeru Miyamoto that, headed the whole idea of having motion sense in there. In fact, the whole Wii itself was really backed by Shigeru Miyamoto, because Shigeru Miyamoto always wanted to have this game where you could do little caricatures of people, though, but they could never think of how to make it into a game until the Wii came along, and they thought of a user-based system that would do that. Because the idea for Mii's have been around since the NES, they just never thought anyone would buy it because it wasn't a game.
Yeah. I'd have to agree with you on that for the best one.
Yeah. As for worst, besides Virtual Boy, I would probably have to say their worst ideas would be kind of ruining otherwise great series by loaning them out to third-party developers who just don't take them seriously. Like, I would probably have to say, like how they lend Pokemon out to developers like Umbrella and that kind of stuff, letting them, just kind of do stuff, like other, games like Pokemon Dash, like I was saying, like that game shouldn't exist. It disgraces the series. And how about Yoshi? Like for Yoshi, like Yoshi's Topsy-Turvy on the Game Boy Advance, that game should not exist. It disgraces the great series of platforming Yoshi.
If anyone wondered what that little noise was, that was my cat that just sneezed.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it was actually pretty loud on my sound.
Yeah, I actually heard it over here too. Alright, so what would you say is your worst idea?
Mario Party microphone.
Really?
You're saying really? You liked it?
Well, I just didn't think it was that bad of an idea. I mean, I never used it. I just always had microphone games turned off, though, so I just opted to have it turned off, so I didn't really think it was that bad of an idea because I never dealt with it.
That's exactly it. It's so bad you can't even play the game with them on. That's what I really don't like. Sometimes the games have features that are so bad you're forced to take them off to enjoy the game.
And if you're doing multiplayer and everything like that, you got to pass the mic around.
Yeah, and the mic games aren't even fun. It's not responsive at any point. Hell no.
Go, Mike. Alright, none of that. It's
kind of fun when you're playing against the computer that's playing as the Mike character, and you're in that game where it's like they yell out the piece of fruit, and you have to jump on the fruit piece. Mm-hmm. That's very much like the mini game from Mario Party 1.
Yeah.
On the colored mushrooms.
Probably the only voice game I liked, I think it was called Verbal Assault, is like where you gotta yell stuff out like Ba-Bomb, Bullet Bill, and everything, and whatever you yell out goes and attacks your foe.
Yeah. Let's quickly find one more, because we can actually probably do this.
One more, come on.
Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah. This one is, I guess, technically news, but we didn't decide to talk about it. In the final update of the Brawl site, Sakurai said he might make an announcement on it. What do you think it might be?
Oh, that's actually a pretty good one. Honestly, he said that they...
Downloadable content? No. That ain't gonna happen, people.
He says that he really doesn't know of any way they could have downloadable characters realistically, because the Wii is more of a disc system and doesn't really have that large of a hard drive. But, what I do think they could do is add event matches. I think that actually could be a reality, because event matches really don't use up a lot of data. It just tells it a criteria of what it's got to load.
That'd be cool.
New event matches, that could work. What'd be nice is, you had, like, more co-op and everything like that. As for additional updates, I guess maybe...
It's most likely going to be, like, a European release date.
Well, I think we already have that, actually.
Nah, that's still... Because they on the final update, there's, like, on all the other versions, like, yes, and hopefully all have been enjoying Brawl since it's out, and then only on the European side, it's like, oh wait, well, Brawl's not out in Europe. I'm sorry, we're still working on it.
Yeah.
So, Europe is still fumbling around it, but I think it's coming out in June.
Too bad for Europe. You know what I just realized? You know how they were saying that, Europe is getting Mario Kart and Wii Fit first, to make up for us getting Brawl first? Well, in the end, that's really not going to help out, though, because in a couple weeks from now, we're going to have Brawl, Mario Kart, and Wii Fit at the same time.
It's true.
So they got, Mario Kart, 2 weeks before us, and Wii Fit, a couple weeks before us, though, but we're going to have all 3 games at the same time for more than a month before they get Brawl.
Yeah, well, they had to do something. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. We can pretty much just say European release date when they finally finish the game in Europe, and maybe something at E3.
Yeah.
because he wouldn't leave the site open for anything.
Yeah, I know. He would
He wouldn't just leave it open saying I'll update eventually and then never update. He has something up his sleeve that he's going to update someone eventually.
Well, Masahiro Sakurai, he's always been like that. He makes great games. He knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, Kirby and Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Good man. He's a good man. Because that's why Hal is the best second-party developer for Nintendo.
Yeah. If you didn't know, Hal actually made Pokemon Ranger, and I know you kept saying that was actually pretty intuitive, even though I kind of disagreed with you a little bit on that because it had some flaws, but it was an alright game.
It was alright, but it was just too repetitive.
It was an alright game, though. I'm really glad the sequel is going to have some of the bugs worked out of it, and it actually looks like the sequel is really intuitive and really fun. But anyway,
yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and finish this off.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Lasted an hour. If I didn't answer your question, I'll most likely answer it next week, because it's actually this guy right here. Actually, we didn't even say his name. The one about the best and worst idea and the Brawl update was the Super Penguin.
Super Penguin.
The Super Penguin. So if you give us multiple questions, and I didn't answer them all, we'll probably talk about that next week. But also, if you guys want to send any messages, be sure to send them to warpzone101@gmail.com. We'll talk about it next week's show. So, is that pretty much it?
Yep. Until next time.
Wait, you gotta check us out. You gotta be sure to check us out. We gotta give ourselves away.
Of course.
Yes. Be sure to check out my reviews that have nothing coming out eventually, and my current playthrough of Wario Land 3 on my YouTube channel of Sonic Dude.
And be sure to check out my playthrough of Earthbound and potentially some other stuff later on if I decide to take more challenges for online. I'm currently rejecting all Pokemon challenges for those of you who've been sending me messages on my YouTube channel, Chuggaaconroy. Hopefully linked in the trailer video for this.
Yes, it will. And lastly, since it's now on iTunes, be sure to check out the main website, warpzone.mypodcast.com. Also, be sure to subscribe to the iTunes link that's on that page.
Mm-hmm.
So
you can also
that's it.
You can also subscribe to that on your PSP, as we were experimenting with in the early.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. The PSP versions, the newer ones, has an RSS channel. And just dicking around, I found out that I went onto the website, subscribed to it on the RSS button, and you actually get the RSS feed on the PSP. So PSP users, go crazy with that.
Awesome, yeah, definitely. You can listen to WarpZone on your PSP. Nintendo news on a Sony system. Ironic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of cool.
So until next time.
Sonic Dude.
And Chuggaaconroy.
Signing out.